back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset. It's Wednesday. I'm on the campus of Oakland High School. I'm with the head coach of the Oakland Patriots, head coach Kevin Creasy. How you doing today, Coach?
Doing good, Stuart.
8-1. Came away with a victory last Friday night against Ravenwood Raptors. Went over to Williamson County. Got to see that new Jumbotron Will Hester's got. Talk to us a little bit about the game, Coach.
Yep, Coach Hester and his squad are ready to play. Great atmosphere, like I said, the Jumbotron, best looking Jumbotron I've ever seen. Next thing you know, they're up on us 12-0 before the lights get on good. I don't even think they got to their first commercial on the Jumbotron before they're up 2 touchdowns, and we've thrown an interception. We've got a block punt for a touchdown.
Uncharacteristic.
Very, very fixable problems, but at the same time, not a good way to start.
Yeah, and you got to watch those games because those activities can snowball, and it's about a coach and about a team that can gather it in, and a coach that can guide them to that.
Yeah, I was proud of our guys. It wasn't a lot of finger pointing going on. Of course, they wasn't happy about what was going on either. But at the same time, it'd been easy just to melt down and just lose it. But our guys, showed composure and fought back good.
Talk about a little bit about some of those guys that played well on offense and defense. Give me some accolades.
Yeah, DeJuan Morris, I think he was only limited like 10 carries, but, made them really count. Ashton Jones had probably 12 and, right there at 100 yards. Both of them had a couple touchdowns apiece, but, our offensive line I thought did really well. I thought the best part of our game was, when we had Deuce Hewitt in there blocking real well, and Braylon LaFloria pulling out and kicking. I thought, Isaiah Kirk played one of his better games. Don't get mentioned a lot.
Yeah, your linemen on the offensive line don't get a lot of accolades.
Jake Riggs is one of the guys that, everybody we've played this year had a big nose guard. And, that's what we've done is we put one of our best linemen at center. Jake did great for us at tackle, but going in and snapping the ball and handling big nose guards, that's something he's done all year. And, you don't get a lot of praise for that sort of thing, but, I thought he did really well. And then, like I said, the defense, I think they held Ravenwood most of the night.
And Riggs got hurt last year, didn't he? Right in the middle of the playoffs on an end zone play or something.
Yeah,
I think it wasn't right at the end of the first half, or
somebody just fell on the back of his leg, and he's got a huge scar from it. But that helped us discover Caden Mao. Caden Mao's a big tackle for us that got to play a lot last year because of that injury, and now he's a starter for us.
Wow,
he's doing real well. Like I said, the whole O-line, they stepped it up a notch, and we can lean on them.
Well, and you gathered in, and the game that's on the schedule that everybody's talked about since, and they talk about it every year, but more so this year, I think, because they know your fans know that the other team has some weapons. Their fans know you've definitely got some weapons. And the Battle of the Borough is on the horizon, and we'll be right here at Ray Hughes Stadium Friday night. And as it approaches, and I know you've already put some time in on looking at Riverdale, but when you start talking about the Graham kid, the quarterback, as well as the weapons he has and everything, gosh, Coach, there's just a lot to work there with, isn't there?
Yes, there is. I mean, they have a lot of talent, and here's the thing, they're not just talent, they're well coached. I give them credit for being well coached in all three phases. It's impressive to see the Armand kid. Their kicking game has always been kind of an Achilles heel at Riverdale the last few years when I was first getting here, and they had trouble with guys that making extra points.
Yeah.
And now I think Armand should be up for Mr. Football. I think their special teams are as sound as they've ever been. They do a heck of a job. They got a few fakes they can run, a little tricky stuff on the kick game. They always have done well with. And then defense is solid, you know.
Joe Smith. You don't want to meet him in an alley. I'm telling you, Coach. He's a handful, isn't he?
JoJo out and about. He's a good kid, man. He's a good linebacker. And, you know, I think the D coordinator's always done a good job, you know. Always, you know, puts you guys in position to succeed. I think that's the best thing you can say about a coach. And, you know, Will went out and hired a good offensive coordinator, too. And, you know, with the trigger man at quarterback and all the different weapons, and you know, I love all their receivers, don't get me wrong, but you know, their running backs are really good too. So whenever you're trying to cover everybody, and the next thing you know, you're handing off to a DJ Taylor
or Isaiah
Versa, you know, that's got a lot of speed and a lot of wiggle, and there's only a few guys in the box. That's never good. So we always know we gotta stop the run and then worry about the pass. But with these guys, they can do both. So it's always an interesting challenge, you know, whenever you're playing your rival, and you know, they're really talented and really well coached. It's going to be a heck of a game.
You think it'll be low scoring? You think it will stay?
I mean, I don't know if we can keep them too low.
Yeah.
You know, I've watched them all year long, and you know, there's not been any team that's really got their hand on their offense and slowed them down.
Right.
You know, I don't know that anybody slowed them down, and we've been stopped several times on offense in several different games this year. So, you know, that's a huge challenge for us is, you know, we need to get first downs and score touchdowns, and we need to hold those guys, you know, maybe to field goals and not touchdowns.
It's going to be important too to stay emotionally in check for this game. I mean, whether it's your players or their players. I mean, we mentioned that with Will. He's. I mean, it's no secret. I mean, they battled close to 80 to 100 yards and penalties as all the you know, from game one to right now. And you've had a little bit of dose of that. You've had some nights where you look at the penalty column and you're saying, man, we got to get that cleaned up. But it'll be more so about just everybody not getting emotionally involved in Friday's game and just play the game a little bit, Coach.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, a game like this, you know, there's going to be a lot of emotion. There's going to
be it'll be a little drawing.
A lot of enthusiasm. You know, at the end of the day, though, you know, you got to be able to show composure, and you know, we hope that our guys can do that.
Where are you as far as injury-wise? I know you got Tyler back. You're running a dual quarterback there and everything, and you got Avery Taylor back. How's he coming along?
Avery Hainsworth.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I got that.
Avery Taylor's our kicker. Now, our kicker, we feel like he should be up for Mr. Football, too. I don't want to slide him at all. But that would be amazing if you had two Mr. Football finalists in the same ballgame.
Yes.
And so, at the end of the day, we're proud of our kicker. We're proud of what he's done, and he was up for it last year, having a great year this year. Avery Hainsworth.
I'm sorry, that's who I'm talking about. Avery Hainsworth, that's lost.
He's back, and you know, like I said, he's about 90% right now.
Okay.
He's tough enough to play through what he's going through, and you know, impressive that you know what he does in practice, and it shows in the game, and you know, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with when he gets back to 100%.
You've been here since 2015. You've been in this contest with Riverdale many a times. What makes it so special, Coach?
Yeah, I think it's probably the alumni. You know, I think most of our graduates and most of their graduates try to plan to have their class reunions and stuff like that this very week every year. And so it's always a packed house. I know that, you know, there's classes that are always coming in on their 10, 20, 30, you know, maybe even 50-year reunion just to see this game, because back in the day it were just two schools and it meant so much. But now with both of us playing for the region championship, it being week 10, yeah, definitely.
It's going to be a beautiful night too.
It's more so than ever before since I've been here.
Well, Coach, this is anything you'd like to say to the faculty, staff, administration, any football coaches, anything we left out. This is our last show, and just want to make sure we get everybody taken care of. Did we miss anybody you want to say anything about, or just the fans or anything?
Yeah, I mean, you know, just appreciate all the support, man. This year seems like it is going really fast.
That's Coach.
I mean, really fast, and you know, you don't get to say thanks to the administration a lot. You know, every Friday night at home games, our administrators are all there, every one of them.
And dealing with the construction and some of the logistics that
dealing
go
with
on.
all kinds of things, and I'm sure they deal with all kinds of things. But then, we've got support staff, people that are working the gates, people that are getting the referees in and out, people that are feeding their team. Our Oakland End Zone Club is made up exclusively of parents that just work their tail off. So yeah, it's been a good regular season, no matter how Friday night ends. But boy, it's been quick, and that's a reminder to parents that this thing goes quickly. At the time, it seems like it's kind of slow moving, those practices are lasting forever, and summer took a while, and you're back before fall breaks over, practicing again. But at the end of the day, it has gone quickly, especially for these seniors, and the second season starts next week.
It sure does. It sure does. Well, we can't thank you enough for always being on Inside the Headset. We're glad to catch you a couple of games. We don't know, as we tell all the fans, we have no idea where NFHS will assign us, and we don't know where we're going because we don't know who's playing who. We don't know anything. We got to wait till it all kind of comes out, and that our good friend Matt Gillespie will get a hold of me and let me know what I need to do and where I need to be, hopefully next Friday night. But
who we're playing next Friday?
I do not know who you're playing next Friday.
We do not know either. We have no clue, and we're not worried about next Friday. We got a big one Friday, and hopefully all of our fans come out and support us. Like I said, a beautiful night for football.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you and everything. Y'all gather up and be right here at Ray Hughes Stadium. Now, you'll want to come early, and I've said that yesterday on another interview. You want to come early. Tickets are on sale at both high schools, I'm sure, and come and enjoy it. It's going to be a great night of high school football to wrap up Game 10, Week 11, and you got the Battle of the Borough. You don't want anything better right here at Ray Hughes Stadium, 7 o'clock.